my throat feels funny and it hurts. Because if you have a bad allergic reaction and your throat closes,
it was just like the movies. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. We were just talking about how April used to be a dishonest little punk.
it's true, I did.
We were talking about, I don't know, anyways.
I said, if we had access to AI when we were in high school, we would have never written an essay in English ever.
Yes, it will be interesting how artificial intelligence is incorporated into the school system because it's like a calculator. These girls rode the bus yesterday, right?
Yeah.
How was it? Everything fine? Was it full? Yeah. Was it crazy? Just normal? Just
normal. It had more people later in the day, but
more people ride it home than ride it to school?
And when we exit to school, it started raining. Yeah, it was raining.
It started raining?
I was driving home and that big old drops and lightning.
I know. I was scooping dirt in it.
Yeah.
Alice, how do you feel? You're 17. Do you feel old?
Yeah. No,
I interview with her.
Oh yeah, why didn't I do that? Maybe we'll do that today.
And the candy challenge. We need to do a lot of fun.
I do birthday interviews where I ask you questions, so I do it till you're 18. So I'll do yours today, after school.
You never said that before.
What?
You stopped doing it at 18?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you don't live here anymore when you're in college,
It's gotta end sometime.
How would we do it?
Daisy's sad already.
Okay, no, we'll do it until you're 77.
Oh.
We die.
I wanted to tell you guys, Daisy's wanting to earn a little extra cash, so she did a painting yesterday. It's an original. Go grab it, show it to him, and tell me about it.
I'm thinking that I want to make some prints of it before we let you guys buy it, but
I'm gonna put this. Talk to me, Daisy. Tell me about it.
you have to sign it somehow.
I don't
I
have a
told her
signature.
to sign it.
I don't have a
She
signature.
put an authentic D and an O on the end of it.
What means the end?
Daisy
My
Orgill.
initial?
I told her to sign it.
I don't have a
I don't think.
I can find a real signature later.
Okay, so you're not buying it for the signature. You're buying it because Daisy painted this. I'm gonna put it on the store. An original painting. If you're interested in giving Daisy some spending money, go check it out on our shop.
Also, the reason why I look like this, and I feel like I'm gonna die, is Evie came to me right at like 11 o'clock last night, and she's like, "Mom, I'm itchy," and I was like, "Oh no!" So, did we tell them that she has an ear infection? Yeah. So she's on sifted there. And because she's allergic to amoxicillin, penicillin. So that would have been their first go-to, but then like her immune system is so wacko. The Ceftonir, the only thing I can think of is she was having an allergic reaction to that. And she's like, my throat feels funny and it hurts. And I'm like, oh great, so full body hives and your throat is closing, that's fun. So I'm like Googling Ceftonir allergies and it's like, call 911 or go to the emergency room immediately. So it's 11 o'clock and I'm just like, and she's, sorry, what's happening? She's begging me, no mom, I don't want to go to the hospital, I'm fine, my throat doesn't hurt anymore. And like, she's just begging me, please don't make me go. So I call a friend that is a PA and they are like, if it's only on her skin, they're like, she would have wheezing and stuff if her throat was closing. They were like, so let's just say it's only on her skin. You are probably fine just to like give her Benadryl and this other medicine that they brought. They brought over Benadryl and another antihistamine and an EpiPen. And they were like, just to have this. And then if you do have to get in the car to go to the ER, because if you're not like really close, it's nice to just have it in case there is an emergency. Because if you have a bad allergic reaction and your throat closes, the EpiPen actually like, I don't know if it's adrenaline or whatever, but it causes your throat to open back up and the allergic reaction to stop. It's probably not, like I definitely would not have given it to her unless I thought like, okay, she's going unconscious because she can't breathe. That's when I would give it to her. But it was nice to just have the EpiPen and peace of mind. After the Benadryl kicked in, she fell asleep and this morning her hives look like they're gone. So now I'm calling the doctor because I'm like, I just don't want to put her through a sleepless night of pokes and prods. And hell, if she's not going in anaphylactic shock, it's fine. And I think she wasn't. I think maybe her throat was starting to itch, but it never really got bad. So we made it through the night. I did not sleep. I was just watching her breathe and just listening to her breathing and just like checking on her a lot. And she's fine. I am not fine. I wouldn't have slept if I went to the ER either way. So I figured if she didn't want to go bad enough, I could just watch her. It was a really rough night. Hi, sorry, I just remembered this and I thought I should call you back and tell you. So when I got her antibiotic, they suggested this Florigen Kids probiotic pill. And she's taking this every day too. And when you said that the hives don't usually go away with Benadryl, it made me think maybe, is it possible that she's having an allergic reaction to the probiotic? Florigen Kids Potent Daily Probiotic. The same amount of time. I started, like the pharmacist was like, does she have a good probiotic? And I was like, well, what's a good one? And he's like, this one. And so I bought it and I've been giving it to her at the same time as the antibiotic both days. And if it's worth challenging and seeing, I don't know. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. The nurse said something that kind of made me think, like, you know when you get a thought and you could just ignore it? But I was like, I agree with her. I've had several kids have allergic reactions to antibiotics. Never ceftonir. It's always been amoxicillin, penicillin. That's just like my kids are, all of them except for I think Daisy are allergic to amoxicillin and penicillin. Zade was the first, and I didn't know what I was looking for because it was my first kid. Like, he was almost a year old. He was like 10 months old, and he got an ear infection, and I put him on the amoxicillin. And like day 6 of the amoxicillin, I noticed he had like little red dots on his skin, but I just thought like, that's weird. Day 7, I gave him the medicine again after his body was already like starting to react. I didn't realize it was hives. And he flared everywhere. His tongue, his face, his hair, his body swelled. He gained 3 pounds in water weight. I ended up at Primary Children's with him because he looked like a burn victim. His skin was so red and inflamed, and he was so swollen. He couldn't bend his little fingers or toes. His feet were fat on the bottom. Like, he couldn't stand on them. He was in so much pain. It was so freaking sad because he'd had so many doses of it. And it took about 2 weeks before he was back to normal. And that was with Benadryl and everything. Like, it did nothing. And he went to the hospital twice, and they just kind of monitored him and was like, well, he's not in anaphylactic shock. Just keep up with them. They gave him like a stronger antihistamine, but did nothing. Like, it took literally weeks. And then Ambree and her EB, I don't think Frank, because I don't think Frank's ever been on antibiotics. He's never had an ear infection. Is that crazy? Anyway, those other kids, so Frank and Daisy don't have an allergy that I know of, but those other kids, as soon as they got like red dots, I was like, I know what that is. And I didn't give them the rest of the medicine. So their hives only lasted like 4 or 5 days, and they never got as bad because I knew what I was looking for. But the nurse said, like, that's weird that the antihistamine, the Benadryl, took away the hives, because usually when kids have an allergic reaction to antibiotics, it does not take them away. Maybe it takes the edge off, but it does not take it away. And when she said that, I was like, you're right. Like, that's my experience too, and it rang true. And so then I got to thinking, the pharmacist suggested this probiotic, and I Googled, can a probiotic give you hives? And it was like, yes, you can have an allergic reaction to a strong probiotic. So I'm starting to actually think this is the culprit over the antibiotic. But I don't know what the doctor's going to say, because if he has the same hunch and is like, you know what, give her the antibiotic today and not the probiotic and see what happens. Because it would be sad if she was allergic to ceftonir, because that's one of the best ones she can have since she's allergic to amoxicillin and penicillin. So I don't know what he's going to say. When they call me back, we'll figure it out. But I'm betting it's this. You guys might diagnose me with ADHD right now. I came in here and I was like, I'm going to deep clean this room. I'm going to just like dust everything, make it smell good, and vacuum and wash the windows. I'm going to deep clean one room today. Then I'm over here at the piano and I push a key and it doesn't work. And I'm like, time to just open up the entire piano. And I glued together. I mean, if you guys are piano experts, you probably know like that I probably shouldn't have just glued and taped this hammer on, but it's so old. My grandpa gave me this piano when I was a senior in high school, and my mom played this piano when she was a little girl, and it was old when my grandpa bought it used. So it is very old. You look at this. Milton Piano Co., New York, warranted for 10 years. Well, it's definitely exceeded that warranty. There's another sticker somewhere in the back. I don't remember the year, but it's old, you guys. There's a little serial number. Oh man, I don't know. But the truth is, I don't think I've ever opened it up to pull out the keys. And look how disgusting. There's like millworms in there. And this is probably crumbs from my childhood. My mom's childhood. It's literally so disgusting that I had to get the vlog out and show you guys. So I repaired all the keys. All the keys work now. It probably definitely needs a tune-up since we've moved it twice. And I haven't tuned it since we've moved it twice. But I figure I might as well get it really nice and clean before we have someone come tune it. And maybe when they tune it, they can fix that dowel that I jimmy rigged up together. And these are the kind of things I get done when the kids are at school. Just random crap. It's so funny. I have to show you this. This is a photo. Let it focus. Let me see if I can get it to focus. My sister. This is a photo of my older sister, Esther, graduating high school. Now, I found this in the cracks of the piano. And it made me all sentimental because it's so long ago. But also, she is the first person in my immediate family to have ever graduated high school. My dad didn't. He got his GED, which is totally fine. I actually don't know if he got his GED. But my mom dropped out and got married way young. My older 3 sisters, actually including her, were all pregnant. Like, she might be pregnant here. They were all pregnant before they graduated high school and dropped out. She didn't drop out. She stayed in school and finished school. She was the first to graduate high school, and then I was the second. My older brother dropped out. My younger brother also. So out of the 6 kids, me and my sister were the only 2 that graduated. Since then, they've all gotten their GED and even done college, and they're fine. Like, it's totally fine. And I also think it's important, like, obviously every parent wants their kid to just do it the way that most people do it, right? But like, that's just not life. That's not reality. And everyone's situations are different. And some people get GEDs. Some people drop out and never, ooh, this one's broken, never get their GED. Obviously, I think it's best to get your GED or graduate and then go on to some other higher education, even if it's just like an apprenticeship. Because I think you should be learning your whole life. Like today, I'm learning about fixing and cleaning out pianos. Just trial and error. There's a fly attacking me. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool to see my sister graduate in that little picture, and it made me just very sentimental and think of all the things and just how crazy life is sometimes. But there's that. I I also found this little gem. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Marisha Weiss. This is my oldest sister, the oldest of the 6 kids. This, I remember what this went to. It was one of her trophies for playing accordion. My sisters were incredible accordion players, and we would have their trophies on the piano when they would win their trophies, and this fell through a little crack right here.
Okay, these girls are going to their first high school football game as a high schooler. Yeah? Yeah? First high school football game? Whoa, what's the matter?
I'm happy.
They're so fun. They're like a soccer game in another country. Like, they're so fun. You'll
Do
love
you
it.
have soccer games in Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Football too?
We call football.
Italy,
Or do you have football like American football?
Italy beat
we have
Madrid.
soccer, football in America.
Right? Italy beat Madrid last year, right? I think so.
soccer?
You don't know?
No,
Okay.
but
Yeah, in
yeah.
soccer.
That's-
I think
Oh
so.
yeah, we win the
you won.
European. I don't know
the
the name.
European?
European, yeah.
All right, guys, wrapping up the vlog now. Daisy and Alice had fun at the football game. Alice just keeps saying, it was just like the movies. I was like, it is exactly like that. She's like living a movie. Just it's so fun seeing football games because in Europe like they don't even have high school football. They don't have high school sports at all. And cheerleaders, like it's just not a thing. Or do people even stand on countertops and kill flies with an electric fly swatter at midnight? It just doesn't happen. So, okay.
This is working way better. I charged it. It was like 5. It was.
Okay, it's 10,000 gigawatts of power. Okay, we're gonna end the vlog now. Thanks for watching. Find good and everything. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Ambree thinks she's a big girl now.
She is.
She is, right? Don't, please, Zade.
Okay. Hi. Ha, ha, ha.
Zade thinks he's a big boy now. Can you do any tricks, Zade? What?
I have to do on that couch. And I'm going to do a slip like that. Mom, I'm going to do a trick.
Wow, Ambree, almost a year.
Daddy.
Dada. April's a sickie. Ambree. Hi. Daisy, and what are you doing? Daisy? Do a dance. Isn't she lovely? Dance. Isn't she wonderful? That's LaSalle, our exchange student. She doesn't say much.